emotion in that touching rendition of the Star-Spangled Banner. And with that, we'll be right back.
They gon' know me as legendary. When he stands, I ain't need no commentary. If you the competition, you gon' get buried. I don't cheat on the game, we get married.
Yes, sir. Come on, bring it. How about that pass? Come on, that was amazing. Nice.
Greetings from 2K Sports. Welcome to our Wednesday night coverage of the NBA. I'm Brian Anderson, here with Grant Hill, Steve Smith, and Allie LaForce. And a chance here to check out some stats for Royce O'Neal.
And over the last 5 games, his field goal percentage has increased. And you can make a case his confidence as well because of this.
And let's go straight over to the sideline for a report before they tip off. Hey, Allie.
Thanks a lot, B.A. Well, the veteran savvy of Chris Paul has helped transform the Suns into a contender. Teammate Devin Booker said, on the floor, he knows what's going on before it even happens. With him, the game is never out of reach. Guys?
A long wait in the valley for winning basketball. It's back. Good stuff, Allie. And 2 elite teams here. You hear players say that it's just another game. But, Grant, I'm not sure that's true.
Well, we all know you want to bring the same focus and intensity to every game. But the reality is, players get up for the big games, B.A.
Here are the starters for Utah. The backcourt, it's Conley and Mitchell. At the forward slots, Avdia and Hachimura. And it's Gobert in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for Phoenix, Crowder and Ayton, the bigs. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt. And it's Bridges in at the 3, the small forward. Conley against Paul. Conley passes to Mitchell. Driving to the basket. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist.
Just look at the way Mitchell's built, the strength in the upper body.
And after 14 years in the NBA, Mike Conley finally an All-Star in 2021, and he richly deserved it. A 3-time Joe Dumars Trophy winner for sportsmanship, like yours truly. I mean, he does it the right way.
Clock is at 3. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
What a 2-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
And that one's good from Conley. And I think when you say Mike Conley All-Star, now it's official.
Yeah, you're right, B.A. I mean, because you talk about the respect he has around this league. He's always been viewed in that light. A key part to that grit and grind era there in Memphis. And now he's writing a superb second act.
And just over a minute played here to start the game. Ayton, a screen on Bogdanovich. Blocked again!
This is why shooters always have an eye out for Rudy. And if you don't, this could be the result.
Oh, rejected by Ayton. Bridges against Bogdanovich. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Conley. The 3-ball. And so the ball out of bounds. Ayton touched it last. McGee, he's checked in for the Suns.
The floor for the Jazz.
Phoenix on D. Outside Mitchell. Gobert with a screen on Booker. Mitchell drives in. It's blocked. Crowder against Ingles. Here's McGee. And Gobert with a block. And he's able to get it back. Pass to Paul. Back to Bridges. And stolen by Gobert. From deep, Gay. Counted from distance.
We've talked about it before. Unselfish, great awareness. Ingles willing to turn down the shot if someone can break free.
McGee against Gobert. McGee passes to Paul. Bridges, left side. Paddles through traffic and lays it in.
That's what you call playing big. He just stays committed to the attack mode.
And I'm going to give him a lot of credit because he saw what he was up against and he was undeterred.
Now here's Gobert. Gay, a screen on Paul. Clarkson for three. Buries it from three.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
Paul for three. Hits the three-pointer.
Cold-blooded. That's just part of Paul's makeup. He pulls no punches.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. Jazz out in front. They're up by 3. We've got more in store for you right after this.
Ladies and gentlemen,
And Jordan Clarkson winning the 6th Man of the Year in 2021. He talked about his experience with the Jazz and head coach Quinn Snyder.
It's been good for me. From day one, it's told me to come here and be myself, playing free with a free mind and, trying to help us get wins.
Grant, no doubt, Clarkson has been a revelation in Utah.
I mean, B.A., he really has, taking his offensive aggression to new heights. That microwave role suits him to a T.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And take a look at the Jazz performance here, guys. What do you think?
Well, I'm really loving their activity. I mean, they're contesting shots. They've really set a strong tone early.
And you can see it's already having an impact. It can cause shooters to think twice.
Crowder and Ayton, the bigs. Landry Shamet is out there with Cameron Payne. And it's Johnson in at the 3. That's who's out there for Phoenix. And it's Clarkson missing.
Those are precisely the looks this team is trying to create.
If you get the ball to the right guy in the right spot, more often than not, you're coming away with points.
Here's Shamet. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game. 6 on the shot clock. From 10 feet away. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Utah leading.
And I know one thing drives Rudy Gobert is earning his respect. All-star snubs, people counting his money. He's determined to have the final word.
Now here's Ingles. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.
Joe Ingles on the attack. Give me great offense over great defense any day of the week.
Conley against Payne. Ayton, a screen on Conley. Payne on the bounce. And Gobert with a block. And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here. An outstanding defensive play to earn the mobile 1 block.
And that kind of rejection early on energizes your squad. The coaching staff just loves this kind of hustle.
Phoenix making some changes. Bridges, he's checked in for Crowder. Booker comes in for Shamet. And it's Chris Paul in for Payne. Hassan Whiteside, he's checked in for Utah. O'Neal comes in for Clarkson. Now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second. And that one's good. Paul. Smitty, you talk about Gobert. He's motivated by his doubters. He wears that number 27, signifying his draft position back in 2013.
And listen to this. Even in the 2021 All-Star game, he and teammate Donovan Mitchell were the last 2 picks. Whatever the reason, he knows people will respect a champion.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. DeAndre Ayton being the #1 pick in 2018, his potential is obvious. With this team on the rise, he's looking to impose his will on a nightly basis. Ayton said, quote, "I know how hard I work and what kind of a player I am. I'm trying to take over every possession, being more dominant every game."
Oh, a scary thought, Allie. Thanks. Now here's Ingles. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game. Here's Whiteside. Stolen by Booker. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. shoots over Whiteside. Oh, the turnaround jumper counted. Booker's got his first points of the night.
You love Booker's competitive fire. He doesn't back off his shot just because it's well defended.
And here's Conley. And he drives in. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. It's the Jazz. They lead by 3. 14. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
I'm here with Coach Quinn Snyder, and Coach, you're getting stops in the first half. What do you attribute to that?
Well, we're playing hard, scrambling, picking up our effort, trying to be precise and disciplined and talk, and not resting on our laurels at any point.
Hopefully you can remain active on the defensive end in the second half. Thanks, Coach.
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be back right after the break for the third quarter here on 2K Sports.
Hello, folks. Is this the halftime show? Yes, it is. And kicking it off, let's quickly look at the Western Conference standings.
You look at the Jazz, they've stayed in the mix. A few people predicted they might regress. Clearly, that hasn't been the case. They continue to hum along. It'll be interesting to see how they close out this year.
Shifting focus now to the Utah Jazz, who are in one heck of a close game.
They're running a smooth offense tonight, creating high-quality shots. Motions, sharp as a razor. Their spacing is excellent. They're moving the ball well. I love the way this team is playing.
Glad you could join us. Ryan Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the start of the third quarter.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Well, Grant, does it seem like teams are carrying fewer specialists than they used to?
You know, B.A., I actually think there's more specialists. I mean, think about it. You have certain players who can do everything, who are versatile, who can carry a team, but then you surround them and complement them with guys who can knock down open jump shots. So I actually think you have more specialists, a lot of them being shooters who can space the floor for their ball club.
So the Utah 5 right now. At the forward slots, Avdia and Hachimura. The backcourt, it's Conley and Mitchell, and it's Gobert in at the center position, filling out the middle. Here's O'Neal. Now Conley. Clock at 6. Unloads from 13. And it's off the back of the rim. No good. The Suns trailing. Bridges with it. Now Bogdanovich defending. That ties it up. Crowder's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game.
You can really see their confidence growing as this game has gone on. They have reason to believe that.
Yeah, the reason is they tied it up, but it took a lot of focus and a lot of energy. We'll see if they can sustain this effort.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
Now here's Booker. A real weapon on offense, averaging around 24.5 a game. Takes a 13-footer. The rebound by Bogdanovich. Utah's gone 3 of 4 from distance in this game. And while it can hurt you from outside, Devin Booker has a very rounded game with his shot.
The last few years, Booker has taken more mid-range jumpers. He feels comfortable pulling up from anywhere in the half court, and he's learning to take whatever the defense gives him.
Now here's Ayton, a go-to option for this team. He puts up nearly 17 a game. Ayton, a screen on Mitchell. Here's Booker. There's the drive. And Booker with the jam.
Wow. Booker doing whatever it takes to get to the basket. Totally fearless.
All right, look who's coming out of the court.
And a new group getting ready for the Suns. McGee, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Johnson comes in for Bridges. Shamet, he's checked in for Devin Booker. And Payne is subbed in for Chris Paul. So Utah going with an almost entire new group here. Whiteside, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Gay comes in for O'Neal. Ingles, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. And Clarkson subbed in for Conley. Here's Shamet, looking for his first basket still in this one.
You love Shaman's court awareness. Presents himself where he can catch and fire without hesitation.
Shoots from 12. Mitchell's shot is good. And the Jazz lead by 3. The Suns have gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Mitchell against Payne. There's the drive. Oh, the teardrop falls in. Payne's got his first 2 points of the night.
Such a graceful move, showing off the floater game.
16 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Mitchell. The Jazz need to get one up in a hurry. Tries again. Gay. Oh, and he hits it at the buzzer.
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
What I love, there was no panic on his part. That's the steady pulse you want in that situation.
Just a big-time effort for Donovan Mitchell, providing a lot of energy for the Jazz. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. More 2K action in just a moment. Quinn Snyder with some words for his players.
Let's just keep playing with the same intensity, okay? On misses, you guys really run in space. Anyone can bring it.
Trying to maintain that edge right now. Coach Snyder encouraging his guys.
Solid advice from Coach Snyder, wanting his squad to remain engaged.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. And it's McGee in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's who's out there for Phoenix. So it's Phoenix now. The Jazz making their last shot. From 12 feet, and it's Phoenix with another.
When momentum is up for grabs, Chris Paul seizes the moment. He comes through when his team needs him the most.
Gay finds Conley. Drives to the hoop, and there's the rejection. Bridges against Ingles. Pass to McGee. Over Gobert. McGee's shot is off. Utah's got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. Now here's Gay. Conley passes to Mitchell. Over Crowder. Mitchell misses. Phoenix has gone 3 of 4 from distance in this game. Outside Paul. We've got 1:28 left in the game. He blocks it again.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Protecting the rim well. Love the hustle.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
Mitchell against Paul. Shoots from 12, and he drops that one in. Mitchell's got 4 points now in the quarter.
That's the result of hard work. Mitchell just gets better and better off the bounce.
Some changes for Phoenix. Ayton comes in for McGee, and Payne is subbed in for Paul. O'Neal, he's checked in for Utah. Bogdanovich comes in for Ingles. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Monty Williams was going over with his team. He told his players not to worry about the score. He believes in their talent, and he believes they'll be the stronger team down the stretch. Now, they've just got to go out and prove it. Guys?
Okay, thanks, Allie. Oh, and Mitchell powers it home!
What you love about Donovan Mitchell, not only does he explode into his moves, he finishes with authority.
On the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, good looks by our terrific camera crew. Mitchell against Booker. Outside Payne. Ayton, a screen on Conley. Here's Payne. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul. At the line for Phoenix, Cameron Payne, shooting one.
One shot, one shot.
.27 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. And so they choose to intentionally foul. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile one block.
What a play. I mean, that'll have the offense thinking twice about taking shots in his presence.
And so they foul intentionally.
Devin Booker, that's his first personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Jazz, Donovan Mitchell, 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that puts him up 5.
You know, Donovan Mitchell really went off back in the 2020 playoff bubble. Watching those games, it was obvious that he's got a ton of potential left to grow into. Adding a little cushion to their advantage. Nice work at the line.
Ladies and gentlemen, your son, Cantor.
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Booker against Mitchell. Booker, the pass to Crowder. The three-pointer off the mark. And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
So the first one drops. And that makes it a 7-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point ball game. Out left to the wing. Back to Payne from deep. Doesn't go for him. So we see the Jazz get the win here.
That's the end of the game.
It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come by. It's never easy to take a game in someone else's building.
Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Rudy, you guys came to play tonight. Can you talk about the motivation right from the opening tip?
We just wanted to have a good defensive game. Come out ready and make sure we communicate and run back. Because these guys are very talented, and we did a great job.
The communication paid off. Thanks so much.
Allie, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. So for Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Steve Smith, I'm Brian Anderson, thanking everyone for watching tonight's game as New Balance presents our player of the game, Donovan Mitchell.